recorded live in beautiful Colorado, USA. Broadcast around the world. You're listening to the Quarterly Review Podcast, produced by Three Angels Message Ministry. Your host is Tamara Rookdashel.
Welcome to the Quarterly Review Podcast, produced by Three Angels Message Ministry. I'm your host, Tamara Rookdashel. This quarter has been titled The Least of These. Today is Sabbath, August 31st, 2019. We will be looking ahead to Lesson 10, titled Living the Gospel. Recommended reading for this coming week's lessons would be Romans chapter 8, verses 20 to 23, John chapter 3, verses 16 and 17, Matthew chapter 9, verse 36, Ephesians chapter 2, 8 through 10, 1 John 3:16 and 17, and Revelation chapter 14, 6 and 7. Next week's memory text is, and I will be reading out of Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 through 10 out of the New King James Version. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. As soon as we talk about God's commands, requirements, or instructions, we run the risk, or even face the temptation, of thinking that somehow what we do can earn or contribute to our salvation, or otherwise gain favor with God. But the Bible tells us repeatedly that we are sinners, saved by God's grace through Jesus and his substitutionary death for us on the cross. What could we possibly add to this in any way? Or, as Ellen G. White has written, quote, if you would gather together everything that is good and holy and noble and lovely in man, and then present the subject to the angels of God as acting a part in the salvation of the human soul, or in merit, the proposition would be rejected as treason. This is found in Faith and Works, page 24. Thus, too, even our works of mercy and compassion toward those in need should not be seen as legalistic. On the contrary, as we grow in our understanding and appreciation of salvation, the link between God's love and his concern for the poor and oppressed will be passed on to us, recipients of his love. We have received, so we will give. When we see how God so loved us, we also see how much he loves others and calls us to love them as well. So, study the Bible text mentioned earlier for next week's lesson in preparation for Sabbath, September 7th. We hope you enjoyed our review of today's quarterly lesson. We recommend writing down and looking up the Bible text in your own Bible and for yourself. Also, write down your answers to the questions so that they have a chance to inspire further thought, to inspire action, to inspire change in your life and the lives of those around you. We've made available a free PDF download of just the questions for each week, available within our blog posts. These are great additions to keeping a spiritual journal of what God has done in your life. Please visit us online at www.3am-ministry.org to see what other services we offer and to become involved in the conversation within our forum. Additional copies of the booklets can be ordered from our resource library. You can also access, download, or purchase materials we reference in our podcast videos or PDFs on that page as well. If you are also looking for groups in your area that are studying with us, we can provide information to connect you. Please hit follow, like, or subscribe on the podcast page you're on so you can receive up-to-date podcasts and access to all of our services. We look forward to connecting with you online in the future and in God's kingdom.
Thank you for joining us today. To find out more about our ministry, listen to older podcasts, read additional articles, join our forum, access printable PDFs, or order your own published quarterly booklet, please visit us online at www.3am-ministry.org. Have a blessed and prosperous day.